money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and trading program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com's corporation that was created and is owned by Chad Christian, who we call Coach. Why do we call him Coach? Because he coaches us on how to navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, whether it's stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long term trading, dividend reinvestment, retirement investing, covered calls, cash secured puts, you name it. He teaches us on all those different things. And my name is Mark McSee. I'm a moderator here with AmericanDreamTrading.com, and I am your host daily, Monday through Friday, live from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Glad you could be here. If this is your first time being here, I ask that you click subscribe. And after you do that, please share this live feed to your social media network so that others may become aware of this program. And also make sure you click your notification button so you don't miss any of these broadcasts. However, if you do miss a broadcast, they're always available for review over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. You can check it out there. At the conclusion of this broadcast, it's immediately available for review. So we are live 3 times per day. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time daily, Monday through Friday. I'm live Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 Eastern. And then we have our aftermarket show, which comes on at 5 p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And Dawn is the host over there. It's a little bit different format. It's after the market close. They're not talking about actively trading at that time, even though they may do some aftermarket trading once in a while. But it's a laid back approach over there. You can ask questions there just the same, and they'll do their best to answer them. And Dawn usually has a theme for the day. I know Fridays is kind of a freestyle day. They'll talk about everything and anything. And you can join their panel with an open mic, even if you'd like to. And you can join the panel and talk instead of typing. It's different, and I highly encourage you to check it out. They have a good time over there. It's a totally different, laid back way of talking about investing without having to be so serious about the different things in the markets. So check it out, 5 p.m. today after this show's over. So anyway, glad you could be here. What a little bit about AmericanDreamTrading.com. We're an education and training company. Our goal here is to educate you in the things of investing in the markets and how to do it, what some of the strategies, trading strategies. We try to educate you so that you can develop a skill over time that you can do this and make a living if that's what you want to do. If you just want to make a few bucks extra every day, you can do it that way too. We have a lot of people that work a 9 to 5 job and they do this. They may get up early before they go to work, or they'll come in and after they get home from work and trade. Or I know we got people even trade while they're at work. So um, the possibilities are endless. If you have an internet connection, you can trade. That's the beauty of it. We have people go on vacation and trade. I make a point every time I go on vacation, believe it or not, to make a trades and make some money. Why? Just because I can. I like to do different places, right? I've mentioned many times. We have a member. They went on a dream vacation to Paris. Him and his wife went. And his goal was to trade under the Eiffel Tower, and he did it. He made a lot of money sitting under the Eiffel Tower, trading and making money. So, as long as you got an internet connection, you can do this. So we want to educate you how to do it so that you have a lifelong skill that nobody can take away from you, and most importantly, that you're not dependent on somebody to make trades. We're not a call out group. Call out groups will say, well, buy XYZ right now. Oh, sell XYZ right now. Does that work? Yeah, you can make some money here and there, but overall, no, because number one, sometimes when you get call outs, whether it's live or whether you get it through, WhatsApp or Telegram or however, emails or texts, the news could already be old and things could have changed, right? I could have said buy oil, and then by the time you go look at it, then oil drops like it is right now, right? Now, that's fine because we're in the futures. We can make money when the market goes up. We can make money when the market goes down. As a matter of fact, we can make money when it goes sideways like this. How do we do that? That's called channel trading. But we do trade on the momentum. It's easier, right? It's a little bit easier to get in a trade like this and make money, right? It's going straight up. Doesn't happen very often. Usually you get ups and downs, right? If you look through the chart earlier, you can see all this little chop and stuff here, right? But there was a nice rise in the prices. Now it's that people took profit and they're selling off. Plus, it's Friday. We call it Options Friday because those investors that had options they were holding all week or months, quarters, whatever, they were trying to get out of their positions on Fridays, take their profits, lock them in, and sell off. So you get a lot of pullback on Fridays late, especially in the last 15 minutes of the last hour of trading, which is called the power hour, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So you'll get a lot of movement, especially on Fridays. You can see some really drops, and then they'll sell off, and then there'll be other investors that take advantage of that. And they're like, it's on sale, I'm buying in. And we get in cheap, right? Less expensive than it was, 15 minutes before that. And they'll pick it up, snag it up at the bottom, and it'll drive the price up the other way. So you get a lot of up and down movements especially on Fridays. But any day, the last hour of the trading day, people like to exit out, lock in their profits, and move on. So thank you for being here today. Let's make sure we click them like buttons and smash them. Let's get them thumbs up smashed over there on the YouTube. So if you're over on YouTube right now, I see there's plenty of people there. However, only a couple of you have actually smashed the thumbs up button. Let's go over there and smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you click subscribe while you're at it. Same thing over there on TikTok. Get over there and smash them likes. Right now, I don't have any. What's up with that? There we go. Thank you very much. Now I see the hearts are flying. Good to see Authentic Enemy come in just now, and Mahanawi and Chris come in over there on TikTok Live. Good to see you. Glad you could be here. Wasafawi, good to see a lot of the normal people coming in. And there's Black Beauty Machine over there on YouTube. How's it going? Good to see y'all. So thank you for being here. Candy just popped in over there on TikTok. Mulhoon just jumped in over there on TikTok. Good to see y'all here. Smash them like buttons. Let's get that up to 7,000 today. It's Friday. I'll go easy on you. Let's get 7,000 over there on TikTok. So smash them thumbs ups and them likes. What else? Oh, today is basically the last day for you to snag our diamond membership, which is our all-inclusive, everything in the kitchen sink thrown in membership. It includes all lifetime memberships to every level of membership that we offer here at American Dream Trading. It's a one-time payment of $10,000. You never ever have to pay another dime again. So that gets you all the access to everything we have. Gets you into the stocks, gets you into stock options, gets you into crypto, and right here into the futures membership. It also gives you anything that's ever created or added on in the future for the next 20 years, whatever. There's no limit on the years. But every new product, and as you know, if you've been around American Dream Trading any length of time, we like to innovate and add products and services to offer to our memberships to help them grow in their understanding and navigating the markets. So, and I've been doing this for 2 years, and I've seen the company grow. And Coach is always, he's very innovative. He tries to get everybody, the members, requests they would like this or that, and he tries to develop programs. He takes his time and creates them from the ground floor up. At one time, futures didn't exist within American Dream Trading, a futures training program. And a couple of our moderators took that on. Ange and Aaron, especially, built this program from the ground up. And Ange was the moderator here live for quite a while. I know people were upset whenever we changed to me, but it is what it is, right? Ange is a great moderator, good teacher. How she presents things. She's still in here. She's in here right now, as a matter of fact, as a moderator, and she continues to help train the other paid members. She's a wealth of information, and her style of teaching also we all learn from. So everybody contributes in here in American Dream Trading. I mean, we have people that never talk, and that's fine too. They're here to absorb the information. But they all, our paid members, do have an open mic. They can ask a question anytime by just opening their mic. Matter of fact, our paid members in here now, if they want to open up their mics and say hello, you can do that. Paid members, would you like to say hello?
Hello.
Wow, one person? Come on. All right. All right. We're bad for today. But we just finished up a 2-hour paid members training program. We talked a lot of different subjects. We answered their questions and things they wanted to discuss, and then I had some topics, and Ange had some topics. We discussed them too. So it's their membership. If they choose they want to ask something and learn about a specific thing within the trading community, they can ask their questions. They can ask it through their microphones. They can type it in through the live Zoom channel chat, just like you can here in your social media. So if you have a question for us today, you can type it into your chat box on your social media platform, and we'll try to do our best to answer that for you live as time allows. So thank you for being here. We had a pretty good day today. It was a little choppier today than normal, but our members did very well. We had economic news that came out at 8:30 this morning Eastern Time, PCE, which is a measurement of inflation. It's a heavily weighted one as far as the Fed is concerned, whether they want to continue to drop interest rates or hold them or raise them, whatever they want to do. This was one of the discussions we had. Why did gold drop? Well, why did gold drop? Why did the metals sector in the futures markets drop? I mean, gold dropped. Same thing with copper. You can see, look at this big. Reset my chart here real quick. See the big drop there. Oil's kind of also down today. Now it just had a big spike. But one of the things we discussed, I'll just tell you here briefly, the metals, especially gold, people flee to gold when there's fear, or when the interest rates are higher. There's mostly fear, right? They'll flee to the safety of gold, like they try to advertise to you on TV, right? I can make more money out of trading futures gold than I can make holding on to physical gold. It's kind of a fallacy. Buying those gold bars is, you know, I guess if you got an apocalyptic view. I did see an interesting video, and I believe it was on TikTok. I saw it. I think it might have been on YouTube. I don't know. A guy went in and bought gold off of one gold dealer. He just bought a little. It was like $100 or something, $120 gold coin. It was uncirculated, mint condition and everything. And he paid whatever it was, just say it was $120. I don't remember exact amount, but it was a little over 100. And he literally put that in his pocket. I mean, it's in a protective container. And he walked to the other gold dealer in the same big city, whatever city he lived in. And then he turned around and sold it to that guy. Well, guess what? He didn't get what he paid for it, right? When you take gold into another dealer, you're going to get the scrap rate. You're not getting, if gold's $2,900 an ounce, well, to buy that, yes, you're going to pay $2,900 an ounce to buy an ounce of gold. But when you go to sell that physical gold, you're not going to get $2,900 an ounce. You're going to get the scrap, what they call the scrap rate. In other words, if they have to melt it down, and that includes gold jewelry and anything else like that. Plus, the person buying it also needs to make money, right? They're not running that store. It's not a charity. They are a for-profit business, so you're not going to get what you paid for it. So to think that you're going to buy gold now, again, when you're buying physical gold, you're holding for the long term, right? You're not going to turn around and sell it the same day. That'd be foolish, right? You're definitely not going to get it. So you're hoping to buy it low, and then 10 years from now, it's going to be $8,000, and you can take that and make $6,000 an ounce. Well, you know what? I can make $6,000 on gold in one single day easily, right? It's not that hard. So I'd rather not own physical gold. I'd rather trade it into futures market, right? So Same way as in stock options. I can buy shares of Tesla, right, and hold for the long term. Is that a good strategy? Yeah, we have members that do that every single day that's held it for years. Wasn't that long ago, it was $100, right? What is it now? A couple, what is it, $300? I don't know. I don't trade Tesla that much. So yeah, if you hold for the long term, yeah, you can make good money. How much is that annualized? That I don't know, right? So you're buying low and hoping to sell high down the road. Well, I can go in and buy stock options any single day and probably make, $300, on that. Then it might take me 2 years to make that $300 on a couple shares of Tesla. So there's different ways of making money on trading and own between trading and owning the same thing. Now, again, trading stock options is inherently risk is how you view it, right? If you can manage your risk, the risk is not really risk. It's always a chance of loss, and you should always, when you click that buy button, you should be under the understanding that you have the potential to lose money on any trade that you make. So with every trade, every type of different investment vehicles, there's inherent risk that you assume when you participate in that, right? Yeah, gold bars. Well, I could go buy gold. That's a physical thing. I can sell that down the road. Well, if gold drops $2,000 an ounce, well, now it's only worth 800, right? Is that going to happen? Obviously not. But if to say it does, well, now you're going to have to sell it for lesser value, but it still has a value. Buying, trading in contracts, you can lose your money and not recover at all. So you got to be careful. Anywho, so anyway, gold dropped because of that PCE number that came out from the government. It came in as expected. It was neither good nor bad, but the market interpreted it as overall good news because it's a measure of inflation, and it showed in this one report that the inflation in this time reporting period had not increased. Yes, there's more unemployment, there's more, the CPI numbers are higher, the housing numbers were lower. So there's still strong inflationary concerns out there, but this one that the Fed looks at was kind of interpreted as good news. It was neither better or worse, so that's good news. Well, because of that, the price of the metal sectors dropped because the fear factor is not as high now. So they're not fleeing to that. So people are cashing out. And on top of that, it is Friday. So, but that was driven, all this drop here, which I personally capitalized on today and made some really nice money on, was all based on the news. Now, I'd already been trading that. I got a late start this morning. It was about a little after 6 when I started trading. Um, and I made a little bit of money here and there. Not as much as I had been the last few days, but did okay. So I'm going into the weekend green. So you always want to go into weekend green. It's better for your psyche if you end up your trading day green versus red. Now, if you're red, now you got to stew until the market opens, right? Till the next time the market opens, which will be Sunday night in the futures market, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll be there trading. So. Well, anyway, but it's important when you're trading commodities to know what drives that commodity. A lot of times it's demand, a lot of times it's availability, fear in the way of like the metal sectors. The indices such as the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, they're also driven by news, and they're driven by company earnings, and they're driven by somebody getting on TV talking. They don't like what they say. It can be very volatile. That's why you see more of the ups and downs in the major indices than maybe some of the other sectors, right? So they all have their advantages. You can make some serious money trading S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, or Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 reacts to news differently than what the Nasdaq does. Russell 2000 are small cap companies, so they're more dependent on lower interest rates to be able to expand their corporations because they're dependent on getting bank loans to function. Where your big S&P 500s, your big Nasdaq companies, they can go in their back room and pull out the cash to go build a new factory, right? You think Apple has to go get a loan to build a new factory if that's what they want to do? Now they do go get loans, but they have the money. They're not entirely dependent on the banks. So as the small caps are, so when the small caps hear interest rates maybe stabilizing are actually dropping, you'll see the Russell companies, the smaller cap companies, they'll tend to rise on news. As you can see here is where the news came out, a little bit of reaction, and then it climbed very nicely. Now there was a sell-off here after lunch. So again, options Friday, it's the last day of the week. People don't like holding on to things through the weekend. All right, questions. Let's see. I don't see very many questions today. What's going on? Usually we already have 10 or 15 questions. Are you there on YouTube? If you are, smash the #1 button. Let's type in a #1 if you're there. Let me see if you're there. Good to see you again. Never volunteer yourself. Big John, SPY puts or calls. Well, in the futures, we call them longs or shorts. The same principle, except we're talking about futures rather than stock options. Just so you know, right off the top, neither I nor anyone else associated with American Dream Trading are licensed financial advisors, and as such, we can never give you financial, investment, or tax advice. So what you hear is for educational purposes only. Anything I say or you see on my charts is strictly for education purposes. SPY puts or calls. I don't know. What do you think we should do there, Big John? That would be in futures. That would be the S&P 500 or ES or MES if you're trading the micros. Okay. So you're asking a question. How would you make that decision? Okay. Well, #1, one thing you have to understand, it is Friday. There's literally an hour and a half left in the trading market until Monday, right? So overall, to decide whether you're going to make a long-term play on this is probably not a great idea today at this time of the day. It's Friday, last day of the trading week. So how do I decide whether I want to go a long or a short right now? Well, I'm glad you asked, John. Big John, not just John. Big John. Big bad John, right? So what I do, and if I decide I want to trade this right now, do I want to go long or short, right? That's my two choices I have, or don't trade at all. Well, I've had 2 years worth of education in trading um, from American Dream Trading, so I have an idea how I want to play this, and I can look at a chart fairly quickly and decide. Okay, you're going to do a Wednesday expiration. That's good. Yes, buying out time helps. Now, one of Coach's rules is if you're going to buy out long term, if you're going to hold overnight, you should buy out at least 90 days or more if you're doing stock options. Now, that doesn't apply so much here on futures, but if you're actually doing SPY and you're doing stock options, again, we're not talking about stock options here, we're talking about futures, but the same thing applies. If you're going to hold overnight, you need to go out 90 days or more on your options because on stock options. Because what if the market crashes, goes against you? You have, by buying 90 days or more out because of the Greeks that are built into those contracts, you have to have time to be able to recover. And every day, if you buy like a same day or next day, or even, Wednesday is a very short time period. You have the contract degrades second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. So every minute that goes by, you're going to make less money on that. So if the reasoning behind holding overnight and buying at least 90 days or more out is that in an event that does happen, you have time. You're basically buying time. So somebody gets on TV this weekend, the world's coming to an end, right? And you were in longs. Well, now your position is going to collapse on you. What are you going to do? You have a choice. You can sell it and take the loss, or you can wait and see that it comes back up. Because we know, right? The markets are psychotic. One day it's down, one day it's up. 1 week it's up, 1 week it's down. It can go either way. But that by buying out 90 days or more, you're buying time. Okay. Yes, it costs more to buy 90 days out, but it gives you that time to recover, right? In the event something traumatic as like that does happen. So, um, but anyway, I'm going to use everything on my chart that I can use to make a decision whether I'm going long or short. However, I am a day trader. I am only making a decision for the moment that I'm in. I'm not looking at a long-term play, but I can still use a chart. Now, if you're going longer term, you would use a longer term view on a chart. You may use let's just say you may use a 4-hour chart and decide and look and see where is it sitting in relationship to where it's been, right? So you have to interpret, it's a different style of trading. You have to interpret the same data in a different mindset, right? In day trading, I am literally using short-term charts, time frames. It'd be a minute, be 2 minutes, whatever, right? So I have indicators that I use, whether let's say I'm going to enter this trade now, which is, I would be as a futures trader if I'm going to make money, say on the ES, which is the futures equivalent of SPY in your stock options. So right now, what I don't like about this, it's trapped between the 9, and then I have VWAP and the MA 200, 200 MA, moving average, 200 moving average. VWAP being the strongest indicator, 200 being the second strongest, and look at them, they're sitting right on top of each other. So for this to move up, it has to break through the two strongest indicators used in the entire world. Why is that? Because every investor in the world uses VWAP. That's the number one. It's volume weighted average price indicator. That should be on your chart. If you could only pick one indicator, VWAP should be on your chart all times. Okay. So now this one here is trapped above the 9. So my upward limit, a lot of times what will happen when it hits these strong, either one or both of these indicators, you will get a pullback. Now the good thing is they're on top of each other, so if it breaks through one, it's going to break through the other, and it has a potential to go up. But this is this is a red light here. You can't go. I wouldn't go till you see that break and hold above that with a confirmation candle to show that it is going to break through there. Now there's no guarantees even with a confirmation candle, but it's a stronger indication, right? You may be more confident in entering the trade. I would be more confident in this trade going down than I would up. You can see here it tested VWAP earlier and couldn't break through. Does that mean it won't this time? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But uh, overall, statistically, it may bounce. If nothing else, it may consolidate and just go sideways and not break through it at all. And you can see it's getting a little heavy. The lines, the averages are getting heavy. These are a trend. 200 measures the last 200 candles on whatever you chart. So in this case, I'm on a 1-minute chart. So for the last 200 minutes worth of candles, this is the trend of those candles, and you can see it's down. VWAP, which takes in not only the candles, it also takes in the volume, and then the mathematical formula that computes it all and draws a trend line. And basically the thing is 14 points back, but depends what type of VWAP you're using. Then I have the 9/21/55, which is shorter term. So right now, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't even look at this trade. It's basically trapped, right? Now I can sit here and watch it and wait for a breakthrough up or a pullback down. If it breaks down and gets below this red line, which is my 55, and these other things are all there too, these will switch around as a matter of fact. If it breaks and holds it down here, I would be more likely to enter the trade, even though I do have some. It would be double bottoms here. There's some strong places where it stopped earlier. If I'd snap a line there, we can look across, see how these all touch there and there. I come across, it came up, stopped. So there's a very strong indication of support there that it has to break through that also. So there's a lot of things that I take into account before I enter a trade. Now, I'm not spending as much time as I just did explaining it to you. I am doing it instantly, a matter of seconds, deciding whether I want to enter a trade. Just the same way I can switch over here and switch over to oil, right? I can decide instantaneously, so I want to enter this. Yeah, I will. If this breaks right here's your 200 and your VWAP. If this breaks and holds right here, yeah, I'll play that to the downside. I got a level right here. I want to see it break. And I'll come over here and look at the L2 and see what kind of volume orders are sitting there. Right now, there's a way wants to pull down there in that 69.70 mark, which is, oh, look at that. I got a line. I got a level right there. So there's a big order that wants to act like a magnet to pull it down. These are decisions I make with the information I have in front of me. So this literally wants to pull down to this white line. Can I make money between there and there? Yeah. I can make 2 cents. 2 cents each on that contract right there, right? And each tenth pays X amount of dollars. So yes, I will enter trades based on what I see in front of me, and I decide that on my own. Now, again, Big John, you do what you want. I would highly recommend not buying a couple days out options. I know people do it, but you'll find out if it goes against you. you have the degradation of its Greeks that are built into a stock option contract that will eat your lunch and wreck your account, in a hurry. That's why Coach's rule is 90 days or out if you're going to hold overnight. Okay. So, this is really the worst time to buy one. There's an hour and a half left in the trading day on a Friday, right? So, um, gives you time. You're buying time. Yeah. And it's all, it's more expensive. You got to have the funds to be able to do that. But the longer you can buy out, the better off you are. We get members all the time that break that rule of Coaches. And they're like, Coach, I'm in this and it's down. I'm down $1,000. What should I do, Coach? Well, when did you buy it? Well, I bought it yesterday. Well, how far out you buy it? Well, it expires tomorrow. The contract's about dead by that point, right? You just got to suck it up, Buttercup. You just lost all your money in that trade, kind of thing, right? Short of a miracle happening in the market moving, right? All of a sudden. Hey, Vegan Knowledge, I see you over there on YouTube Live. Hey, make sure you tell Dawn that you're my favorite. It really aggravates her when you do that. So, anyway, Vegan Knowledge, she's my favorite. By the way, she's got if you're into the whole vegan thing and health and everything, you should go over and check out Vegan Knowledge's channel over there on the YouTube. You got a whole channel over there. She educates you on that. I know it doesn't have anything to do with stocks, but she's here and just made me think about that. You want to put your channel name in there, Vegan Knowledge, in the YouTube channel? Feel free to do that. That way, they know where to go for sure for those of you on YouTube. You like health and a different way of thinking and eating, and head on it. Not for me, though. I like my steaks. Matter of fact, I had a big old fat, juicy ribeye last night there, Vegan Knowledge. I know it just made her sick when I said that, but that's okay. Yeah, so you want to buy time if you're buying out. And again, this has nothing to do with futures trading, but it's still valuable information for you. And you can get all that training so that you don't wreck your accounts by paying attention to the words come out of Coach's mouth. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Go over there, grab one of our memberships. Nothing else, you can go over there and grab our free Discord, and you get inside there. You can get in our stock lounge over there and talk for free with other members and people that are in there. See how this broke and held above here? While we were talking, I got distracted. It did break through this time. Last time it couldn't. Well, there's my break. There's my break candle. I want to see it break, and then I said I want to see it hold. There's my confirmation candle. See how that one's stacked on top of the other? That is the exact same thing I want to jump in on, right? I missed my entry a little bit there, but I do have a level there that's got to break through. Would I jump in this trade? If I did, it would be very short term, mainly because of the time of the day. But yeah, I could jump in here and make a few bucks. But I want to see now, because I waited too long, I want to see it break through my level, because each one of these levels I have are historical price levels, and they can bounce off them and reject. As you can see, it is doing that very thing. But I could have made a few dollars on a quick scalp in between there. But look how that bounced right off my historical level. Right? See that how that worked? So there was a strong resistance up. See how these here bounced off of it? That's why that line's there. It's a historical level. Look at all these that hit that line. That's why I might have that line going on there. Same way, remember I talked to the one down below, right? Same thing. It would have to break this line coming down for me to enter, where I can make money from here to break from here to there. Now I have to wait for this to break and hold because I didn't jump in and get a quick scalp. I would have had to get in and get out. But I generally, if it's like this, the space is small between breaking a major indicator and a level, I will literally wait, give up this money. Okay. If I'd have got in this, how much would there's my hold. It wouldn't have been that much money. 10 ticks, $120 per contract on the ES I could have made if I'd have got in at the perfect entry and got out at the perfect entry before it pulled back. Okay. But that's per contract. So if I had 5 of them, there's $500 plus right there, right? So yes, money can be made in that little zones. As you can see it, good thing I didn't, because, what's the odds of me getting the perfect in and perfect out? But knowing that that's a strong level, I would have jumped out right before it hit that. And people do that a lot. Right before it gets to a strong level, they'll bail before it gets there, because they know also statistically it's going to bounce off a strong indicator or a strong level. Now, if this breaks above this, then I'm more likely to jump in this. But I got my criteria. I want to see that break and hold, just like this candle here. I want to see this 2 candles the same way once it breaks above that line before I jump into it, for this very reason. See how that's bouncing off that level. Historical levels matter. So anyway, Big John, I highly suggest you go over there and check out American Dream Trading. You get that free Discord. You can ask investment questions in there also, and there'll be people help you answer that question. There's also free educational materials such as videos and documents that you can take a peek at and watch them. And we also have free trading videos on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Head on over there. Check that out also, right? Now I have a break. Could I jump in there? Yeah. But usually you get these big candles, it's going to pull back on you 50%, and then you'll end up in the hole. So I want to wait for this to pull back a little bit. Ideally, I want to see the next candle actually start to form for the setup before I get in. Could I made money there? Yeah, I could have. But I'd rather be a little bit more conservative. It's not that I'm not aggressive sometimes, but I'd rather see how that's pulling back. It's already pulled back about 30%. There's another candle getting ready to form. It's turning red though. I want to see that candle go green and go upward a little bit, and I will jump in. But right now it's indecisive at this new level, right? It's a new old level, but it's breaking through there. So investing is not about just jumping in and out all the time. It's waiting for the right setup that you want. Okay, so there jumped, there it broke above. You can watch here on my, I have a stop here in case it pulls back. Right there, I'm up $250, 187. I'm taking it. Bam! I just made $187.50 that fast. Why? Because I was patient enough to wait to see what this was going to do. Right? Can I continue to do that? Yeah. One thing is I don't have all the information I like to have in front of me, such as my L2, and I can change that here real quick why this sits there, and I'm probably losing money in the process, but that's all right. I'm not really worried about it. That's that. So now I can sit here and wait. I'll wait. I'm looking to see what this L2 is. It giving me any good information that I want? The numbers coming up. 95 and a quarter, 95.50, 95 and a quarter. They're fighting over the price right now. 92.50, 91. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on there. There's not a huge buy order that makes it want to go up. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to enter this trade. What I'm doing is I'm using this L2 order book. These are orders that people are putting in that have not been executed, and they can cancel them at any time, move them around. Now I see some price movement, and I didn't even look over here to see what was going on. I just clicked my buy button without even looking. Man, I get a lousy feel. What happened there? Anyway, it must have pulled back after as soon as I hit it. So now I got in. I got a little bad entry there. So now I'm going to have to either decide to cut bait and get out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tighter stop. I wasn't happy with my entry there, so I'm going to limit my downside. But I'm going to keep my finger on here. If this turns green at all, I'm going to lock in my profit and get out. And I should let it run. Okay, now I'm up $60. Right now I'm at zero. Now I'm at 60. 62.50 to be exact. I'm watching. There's a 97, a big sell-off order at 97. That's almost to that white line up there. I'm going to let this go up a little bit. I'm watching that, watching the prices on my L2. I'm up $375, 250. If that thing pulsing up, I'm getting out $125. See, I hesitated, gave up a couple $100. That's what day trading's about. This could easily shoot up here. Where's that order at? What did I say it was? 87, 97. I don't remember what the number was now. Must have disappeared because I don't see it showing up in front of me. But yeah, so I'm using information that I have available. Number one, I broke and held above my critical levels. Because this area was so tight, I just decided to wait to get into a broken held above my next level. And now it's above the 9. It's in a good position. This is a good trade. Next time I have to be concerned if my line is right here is when it gets up to that area. Now, is there other areas of resistance as it comes up? Yeah, right there. I can see right here, there's a place there. Maybe if I had that line, hey, look at that. There's a right there where it paused going up and down. There was a line there. That's why that paused, right? Good thing I got out. I just got lucky. But what I was doing in that case was literally watching the candle pulsate, watching the candle. We call it let it breathe, right? And there was a line right there. As you can see, those people were getting out before it actually got to that. Now, again, I don't know if that line's dead on accurate. I have to take my time to do that, but I slapped a quick one on. So there it is. There's a level there that I didn't see previously, but I was able to capitalize on it, not knowingly, but I was able to capitalize on it by watching the candle breathe, move up and down, pulsate. So, and I took my profit. Was up, 375 and ended up locking in 125 because I waited a hair too long. Sometimes when you overthink things, it costs you money. If I would have just clicked the button because when I saw that 375, I could have locked that in, right? But I ended up giving up $200 because I didn't do that. So that's okay. That's one trade. We don't get hung up on any one trade, right? You can lose on a trade. If that gets you upset, well, you're in the wrong business because that's part of it. Now, would I re-enter this trade? Yeah, but now I'm going to go to the same criteria. I know I have a level here. I'm going to wait for a break above the line and a hold, just like I did down here. Am I giving up profit? Yes, but as you can see, it's better to give up a few bucks than to give up hundreds of bucks, right? By being impatient. Patience is part of it. Waiting for the right setup, waiting for breaks and holds above critical indicators, critical levels on your charts. And we teach you how to do all these things, by the way. That's why we educate you. What you're getting here is a quickie lesson on the net result of our what coach teaches, right? So I always have a stop loss when I trade. See how my stop loss there? I can move that anywhere I want it. It limits my downside. So if I'm in this trade, all of a sudden it pulls back because I either made a poor decision or the market makers decided to dump a bunch of stuff, I'm limited to $1,000 loss no matter what. So if this knife drops on me, it'll stop me from losing more than $1,000. Right? Right now I'm down 250 bucks, right? So we're waiting on this to get up there. Now I'm up 62. This time I'm not going to hesitate. If I can see a couple hundred on there, I'm getting out. I ain't playing around. Now I'm waiting for it to get up here, but I haven't looked at my L2 yet because I've been focusing on talking. I don't see any big. Oh, there's a big one, 99.75. So that's right up here. So it's right below that line. So people are going to get out before that. How did I see that? I looked over here and caught it out of the corner of my eye. Yep, see, now it didn't hold its own. Those orders were scaring people away, but it's still there. I'm going to be patient. I have a stop loss, if nothing else, to stop me from losing too much. I mean, that's $1,000 a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to lose $1,000. Oh, right there's a big order, 900. That's right below my line. So I'm not going to wait around here. They're fighting over the price right now. So if I see green, I'm going to take it. Whether it's 60 bucks or $600, I'm going to take it. I'm going to sit here. Patience is part of it, right? You don't patiently watch your money evaporate, but you do have to understand there is a movement. I know you're all saying, click the button, click the button. What's the matter with you? Click the button. Well, because I'm looking on it to get up there. It's $250. Snag $250 on that trade. See how that works? It's in and out. Well, see, now if I stayed in longer, could I have made more money? Yeah. Well, I guarantee. Now look at it, pull back. See, I guaranteed my money. I'd rather bank it. It ain't profit till you bank it, folks. And there was that big order at that 900 level. Now my white line is literally at the 901, so my line is needed tweaked, obviously. But what is the high? 950. So let me adjust that a little bit because I drew that line pretty quick. I scrolled across. Again, I didn't zoom in real tight. I just threw a quick line. Now, I got time, a few seconds here. Is another place here. Yeah, there's another area of resistance maybe right here. Look at all the places that hit there. So now I got another line on there. Now, should I be doing it this late while I'm in the trade? No, I should have this work done before I even start my trading day. There's things that I like to trade. I need charted out. Since Doug ain't here, I'm going to draw all the lines I want to on my charts today, Ange. Doug is always on me because I'm putting too many lines on my chart. But I use them as points of decision. You should got to have some sort of a roadmap, right? I see. Well, that's how I end up with too many lines. I'm in a trade and there's a gap there that makes me nervous, and I'll scroll. Oh yeah, touched here, touch there, and I'll drive like 5 lines on there instead of drawing one to get the zone. I'm charting subzones, right? Levels. So again, will I enter this trade again to the upside? Yep, if it does, but it's going to have to break and hold above this white line here, the 5,900 level. Again, that's how we do it. So I'm taking what I have. This is still a good trade. I'm not in it. So, but if I'd got in down here at the break here, if I'd have got in on this candle here, I could let this bounce around. So that's why entry is key. What I'm doing here is scalping. That's the hardest thing there is to do. You're better off letting your runners run. Get in a trade when you should. There's on the break and hold above my indicators. Get in there, break and hold. If I was writing all that up, I'd be in so much profit, I wouldn't care about these temporary pullbacks, right? But I'm one that, the way that I scalp, if I see money there, I lock it in and then I re-enter, lock it in, re-enter. But it's less stressful, less risky to allow things to run. I've been much better off getting in here and then just being patient because all my indicators tell me to stay in this trade. This is what I'm using now when I'm scalping. I'm using this 9 EMA trend line. As long as these candles stay above this 9, that's a good trade because all my other indicators, I'm already past the 9 or the VWAP and the 200, and my 21 and my 55 are also behind me. So everything's behind me in my rear view mirror. So as long as my trade stays above this 9, I can stay in this trade. So if I got in like it should and stay in, let it run, let your runners run here, right? I should have got in on this candle, let it run all the way up here. I wouldn't have had them clicking in 15 different times and worrying about it going up 100, down 100, up 300, down 400, right? It's a lot less stressful on your life, right? Yep. So that's the indicators we use. I see some comments about different numbers, like the 5 minutes. It's using different charts, and we do have people use 5 minutes. You use whatever you feel. I like the 1 minute for scalping. Some people use 15, 30-second charts. I mean, I even scalp on a 2-minute chart, usually by accident, not paying attention. But whatever works for you. I like the 1 minute because it's not as, the candles aren't doing this kind of thing like you would see on a 15-second or a 30-second chart. This kind of smooths it out a little bit. It's not as, it doesn't freak you out as much. The lower the amount on your chart, the more that you see moving, which tends to mess with your mind. If I go on a 5-minute chart here, look at that. Doesn't that look a lot smoother? Would you have got nervous watching them candles move? No, look at that. Those are all nice. And a lot of people will do that. The longer time zone you can do it, the better you are. But for me as a scalper, I want to see quick news, quick reaction fast. So that's why I do that. Anywho, let me close this out here. Out. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to be redoing all my charts. Well, I probably won't actually do my charts this weekend. Let's just say I want to redo my charts this weekend. My weekend is lined up. I'm going to be pretty busy, so probably won't be doing that. All right, let me scroll back up here through TikTok land. What time do I start this live stream? I am live 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. We are live at AmericanDreamTrading.com 3 times daily. Coach himself, the owner, the creator, the innovator himself is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time daily. I'm live 2 to 4. And the aftermarket show over on YouTube, our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, is from 5 till 6:30 generally. With Dawn, it's the aftermarket show. Check them all out. Make sure you click subscribe and notify so that you don't miss any future episodes. And if you would happen to miss something, they're all available for immediate review over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, at any time at your convenience. Matter of fact, at the conclusion, when I hit the stop streaming button on this, it will be instantly available over there on YouTube. Anyway, Vegan, you still in our channel over there on YouTube? I don't know if you're still there or not. If you are, type a 1 or say something over there. Got a question for you. Anyway, she might just stop by to say hi. So am I going to continue to play this? I can. I can sit in this till 4 o'clock if you want. It's up to you guys. May not be very entertaining, but it can be, right? This is actually going up pretty nicely down. We haven't entered power hour yet. This is still a good trade had I got in and stayed in it, right? But I'm a scalper, so I don't. Now we got look at that big order up there, 901.75, which is up. Ooh, it's not that far up. It's just across the line. Oh, look at that. See that? I talked about it. I'm going to wait and see. What do I got? 905. Yeah, I'm going to jump in this one for a little bit. There we go. I just seen that on the L2. There was a reason I did this when I did instead of waiting on my break and hold. And now it's going back because I didn't click my button when I should have. I didn't wait for the click and break and hold above that level. This might, since I got greedy there for a minute, And next time this goes green, I'm taking it. If it does, it's thinking about it. I got greedy and I didn't wait on the break and hold. I just seen that big order over there showing it wanted to sell off at a higher level up here. So um, I'm going to take whatever profit I can get out of this one if I get any profit. I do have my stop in case this does really go, bends me really bad. Okay. What's that order at? 905. 905 is, it's up there. Okay. It's not that far away, actually. At 903, I can make a quick, even if that turns green at all, I'm taking it. Right there. Boom. $187.50. See that? Lock that in there that quick. Bang. Bang. Bang.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
You are watching a master at work.
Hey, I got a thing with lots of buttons on it. I got a Stream Deck. I can push buttons, play sounds. So anyway, I am not the world's greatest trader. I do okay. Got a lot to learn. I learn new things every single day, whether it's from coach, other moderators, other members, right? You don't have to be a moderator to be full of knowledge and be able to help teach other people. We learn from each other. We have people that ask questions that maybe we never thought about, and that's how we learn. We go look into it, right? We just do a deep dive into it. All of our members, paid members, especially in the VIP Gold membership levels, they get training and trading at 4 a.m. through 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. VIP Gold members even have training on Saturdays. And all those things are recorded that you can go back and review in case you miss any of them. That's for our paid membership. Memberships have privileges. Have you been to AmericanDreamTrading.com yet today? If this is your first time, well, you need to be there because we have different membership levels for about every budget. We have an entry level memberships and we have top tier memberships. And speaking of American Dream Trading, let's take a look and see what Coach has to say about AmericanDreamTrading.com while I play this little video for you. It's about 5 minutes. Take notes.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid membership. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center. So any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first. Plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these. So make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge, where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat, where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time, as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the trading view indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos, like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to americandreamtrading.com.
That. Thank you. And doggone it, I did it again. Didn't unmute myself. I tried, Gilly. I can't seem to get through one broadcast without unmuting myself. Thank you. I've seen that. All right. Yes, there's Coach's video. That gives you a good overview of what we have to offer here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Now, what that doesn't show you is the premium membership is actually $125, not $200 a month if you choose to pay it monthly. Again, annual memberships are always less expensive, right? You get a big discount by paying it annually versus monthly. It also doesn't show you that diamond membership that we talked about earlier. Everything that you saw on that video is all inclusive. It's all included in the diamond membership. It's a one-time payment, and this deal is going to go away this weekend. Probably never to be repeated. As far as I couldn't believe he gave it what this. Anyway, it's $10,000 one-time payment. Never ever have to pay. That includes everything you just heard about there. Full access to everything. Full access to everything that we've ever produced in there. All the training materials, everything that Coach talked about in there is included all for that one price. If you want to buy each one of them lifetime memberships, which you can't even get lifetime memberships on most of those things anymore, it's literally a $50,000 value. It's actually more than that because any new things that we create, any new programs that we bring on, any new documents, training videos, programs, memberships, anything for the history of time is all included in that. So you are locked in, guaranteed access to everything that's there now and everything that ever will be. And like I say, if you've been around here more than 5 minutes, you know Coach is an innovator. He is always trying to give members more and more and more ways of learning. So that's all inclusive. It's just like going to like I used example the other day, going to a Sandals or a what's the other one, beaches or whatever, the vacation things. You pay one price, show up, and you don't pay for anything else the entire time that you're there. It's a heck of a deal, never probably not to be repeated. Matter of fact, if you bought I'm not mistaken, I think the VIP Gold Complete is that price, is it not? For the lifetime on that, I believe. So, the VIP Gold itself is that price. So here for that one price, you can get everything included in. Now deal is going away this weekend. It'll go back to its price that he had it originally, which is $20,000. And even at that price, it's still a heck of a deal. So right now, to entice people to come in, he's dropped that down 10,000. He's been selling a boatload of them things. So matter of fact, the first ones he had a one-on-one with him, and those were taken like right away. That doesn't have a one-on-one. So anything that's in there, you get it one price. You better get over to American Dream Trading right now if you've been thinking about it and jump in on that. Let me back up TikTok here. Let's look at some questions real quick. Comments. EWO. I asked over there on long shot. The EWO, it's specific for ADT. Well, yes and no. The EWO stands for Elliott Wave Oscillator. Okay, that's this down here that you see. Now, this indicator you see on my screen is for Trading View. This is the American Dream Trading's indicator the coach has developed and as distilled down to using these based on his 33 years of experience. There's thousands of indicators you can use to help make trading decisions. Some are better than others, but coach has distilled it down to these ones working. They're not overly complicated. They're easy to understand, and it doesn't gunk up your charts, right? It's pretty looking. But this is the EWO, which stands for Elliott Wave Oscillator. Okay. It's based on a theory that stock prices move up and down like a roller coaster, right? In waves. Some days it's straight up, some days it's straight down, but overall, it will work over a period of time, it will go up and down. And during those peaks and valleys is when you can take advantage of making money. Okay. Now, Coach has developed what he calls the 2-minute EWO. Okay. That incorporates the EWO waves, the Elliott Wave Oscillator. Elliott is a real person who developed it. It's a mathematical formula. And if you want to know what that formula is, have at it. Go Google it. I don't understand it. I'm not that smart, right? But then Coach takes that and builds on that with a 2-minute strategy, EWO strategy, and we use that to helps us to get a better entry. And we provide all that trading, right? There's probably thousands of indicators, different ways of strategies of using the EWO, the Elliott Wave, right? Just as there is with any other indicator. Strategy has been developed by coaches. 2-minute one is very effective, and we train extensively on it. I'm a scalper. I don't really use the EWO that much anymore. But as you can see, let me give you just a quick 30-second thing on this. I would enter here whenever the next bar is larger than the first, okay, which could have been right here-ish. Yeah, that looks like that one. So that would be my point of entry, and I would be able to ride that all the way up. Had I followed this strategy, I would be making boatloads of money. How much boatloads of money, you ask? Well, let me see. If I entered right there, that's a 100, let's just say call it 145 tick rise. Since I would have entered that, had I been employing the 2-minute strategy times $12.50 a tick, that's $1,800 just by following coaches. That's per contract, right? And I trade, what if you was trading 5 contracts? That's $9,000 just by one simple strategy of coaches. Now, there's a lot involved in it. You have to learn and get educated on, right? Had I entered in here on the trades, the second candle bigger than first, What it's doing is helping me enter. It doesn't tell me when to sell or get out, right? But I chose not to employ that one number when I was talking. But um, I showed you the way I trade, which is scalping, and that works for me. Do I believe in the 2-minute EWO? Yes, I do. I did nothing but that for the good first year that I was with American Dream Trading. So, and I've been with them now for over 2 years full time. This is my full time vocation. This 2-minute EWO strategy replaced my management income in a union manufacturing facility, so they were well paid, as was I. Um, I had good employers. I got good reviews all the time. So I did make very good money over the years. And this one simple strategy, by doing this day in, day out, being patient, waiting for it to happen, and playing it. Do they all go to the moon like this? No, they all don't. Some of them may only go up a couple candles and die. But overall, the percentages are a lot higher for success by employing this strategy. And again, you have to understand the big picture and all this goes, and we provide all that trading for you, right? So I could have made, what did I say it was? Divided by 5, uh, $1,800. And how much would this trade have cost me to get in and out? About $4 or $5. I would have made the actual true cost of a $96 contract is that you have to have in margin. I could have traded one contract and made $1,812.50 based on entry from here up to there, and it's still going making money. Did I enter that? No. I scalped it. You see me, how much money was I making scalping it hundreds at a time, right? Now, if I would got in and out, in and out, in and out all the way up, it's the same thing. Well, not really, because every time I click in and out, I'm incurring transaction fees, right? So there's a true cost involved. I'm much better off getting in and letting the runner run, right? Let it go up. So again, 5 simple contracts that a $500 account, I could have just made $9,000 right there. That's simple. I'm not exaggerating. You go, go look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I am wrong. That's the micros. That would have been $900. Sorry, not 9,000. I'm thinking micros, $96 each on a $500 account, but still, you know, 960 on $500. That sounds like a pretty good return on your money. I do ESs. That's why the ESs are 963. They're 10 times the amount. And you make 10 times the amount of money too. So anyhow, I would have had to have $5,000 in the margin account to trade 5 contracts of this to make that $9,000 in that same time period. So, but the cost, they're still only basically, you might just say $5 getting in and get out of the contract. So I would have had a $15 cost to make 9,000. Is that a pretty good return on your money? I'd say so. Does this happen every day? No. Right? Sometimes they'll go get you. You never know, right? But employing the training and education and experience over time, I'm able to capitalize on these things, as are our other members. Is every member of American Dream Trading successful? No, they're not. Everybody learns at a different pace, right? In a different way. And that's the beauty of AmericanDreamTrading.com, is that we provide multiple avenues for you to learn. You can listen to the sound of coach's voice. You can watch free videos. You can watch, read documents. You can ask questions as a paid member. You can really accelerate your learning by getting a paid membership, because now you can have access to an open mic. You can have back and forth discussions with coach himself at any time while he's in here, right? Same way our futures members. I'm one of the training moderators. We have at least we have officially 2 other. We have officially 3 training moderators within American Dream Trading, but we also have other members in the futures market with us that have extensive experience trading futures, and they are also a wealth of information, even though they're not officially, moderator. Um, we have one member who's very proficient, very knowledgeable on trading currencies. I've learned a lot from him. That would be Ralph. He knows a lot about currencies, and he tried to talk me into it a year ago, telling me about it. It sounded enticing, and I just never took advantage of it. Now I'm doing it all the time. I love trading the euro. You know, had I not listened, but I just probably wasn't ready to listen back then, right? Now I is. So I'm able to take that knowledge that I've acquired since then, even with Ralph's help in acquiring, right? So he's been doing it for quite a few years, so he knows also. He got training same place that I did. So it really, people say, well, it's, 250, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it is a lot of money, right? What about the cost of going to getting a college degree, right? Acquiring any skill from a reputable place is going to cost money, right? If it's free for a reason, right? You only get a limited amount, but when you go to college, you got to pay to go to classes, and you got to put in the time to sweat equity. You got to show up every day to learn. You got to listen. Ralph Gilly says hello over there at TikTok Live. Good. Ange just said NQ this afternoon for the win. It's climbing just like the ES is climbing. Ange is
Tell
our
Gilly we
leader.
ain't seen him in here in a while. Tell Gilly you gotta start coming in here more often. He's a
There you
member
go.
of the Futures Room.
Yep. And Gilly's helping out with the crypto. So yeah, we're here, Gilly. You come in and say hi anytime, buddy. He might be working in his shop right now. He runs a business on his side, and he makes money in here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. So yes, the membership, and I don't apologize. We do charge money for it. There's a reason for that because it pays to learn, right? I've paid for every membership level except for one. My time here in the 2 years that I've been here, every time Coach came out and innovated with a new product, I jumped in wholeheartedly, and I returned my money. Got a return on my money almost instantly. Matter of fact, every membership I bought at a minimum paid off within the first week by gaining knowledge and experience that I gathered from them to step up my game that much further. Does that mean that's going to happen to you? No, not at all. Not offering any guarantees that you'll be successful. Why? Because we already know that the national statistics are that 90 to 95% of day traders will fail. Well, you want me to get a membership and I'm going to have a 10% chance of success? Well, one thing I can tell you, the reason that most of those people, those 90, 95% that fail in the first 1 to 2 years, do so because mostly they're trying to self-educate, which is nothing wrong with that, but they don't have a mentor, they don't have a teacher, they don't have anybody to go to when they have a question, they don't have anybody to go to when they get into a problem. They don't have anybody there that can really help them deep dive into a subject to help them to better understand it, right? It's not just a matter of clicking a button. There's a lot that goes into this. This is not easy. If this was easy, all of you that were watching for free right now would be doing it, right? If it was that easy, why aren't you doing it? Is my question, right? It's that easy, right? All you gotta do is click a mouse. And why aren't you doing it if it's that easy? Because it's not that easy. But anything worthwhile is worth putting the effort into. And that's one of the things that day traders that fail don't have that education. They don't have that support from a teacher, a proven person that's been in the business for a long time, right? Do I want to have open heart surgery from some kid that just graduated from medical school? Well, he may have the technical knowledge, but does he have the experience? No, I don't want some kid that just got his first set of surgical knives and wanting to try them out on somebody. Does that mean he won't be successful? No, it doesn't mean that, but I want to see I want somebody with some gray hair. Let's put it that way. At least a couple to show that they've been around for a while. Hey, Coach has gray hair. He's got a gray beard too. He's been doing it for 33 years. The man does know what he's talking about. And if you've watched him more than 2 minutes, you understand that he brings complex issues and training into a way that you can understand what he's talking about it, right? So that's what drew me to Coach. I saw him on YouTube for literally a couple times, and I'm like, I like this guy's style. I like how he teaches. I was able to understand what he was saying, right? Uh, Now, the other thing, the reason that people fail in the first 1 to 2 years, among many others, is that they're isolated. They're sitting in their bedroom, or like I am in my basement with my my trading rig here, and you can fall into it's hard psychologically to be in there by yourself and not being able to interact with anybody. When you go to a job, you may not like the people you work with, but at least you get to interact with other human beings, right? So, and that's may not sound like a big deal. I don't like people. I don't need to talk to nobody. Just people leave me alone. Well, it's already a proven fact of hundreds of years of studies that you isolate a living being with no interaction from others, that eventually you'll lose your mind, right? And you lose your mind, you may have a nervous breakdown, you may fall into a deep depression, those type of things. So in spite of what you feel, you do need interaction with other human beings. And American Dream Trading does provide that community. Our community is one of the most outstanding communities I've ever been belonged in, trading or otherwise. Um, and if you've ever listened to our lives, you'll hear people that interact, especially with Coach, right? At any given time, we have 500 to 700 people live on our live Zoom calls. Not to mention all the the free members, people that are watching. So over 10,000 members, growing daily. It gets to be a big company after a while. So we have a great community support. You can go into our Discord and ask questions. We offer it even free to you guys to watch, to get in there and join. Now, your access, what you can see and do in there, of course, is limited as a free member, but there's plenty in there to keep you busy for a long time. You can get in our stock lounge and still ask questions just like a paid member can. Again, you don't see the futures lounges or the crypto lounges and those type of things. That's exclusively for paid members because membership has its benefits. Go over there, AmericanDreamTrading.com, and get our free Discord and check out our membership packages. Again, that diamond membership, all inclusive, one-time payment of $10,000, that goes away. As of Monday, that will be $20,000. The program will still be there, but it'll be $20,000. So why would you want to pay 20 when you can pay 10? That's just craziness, right? And we also have sales on our VIP Gold. All that information can be found on our website at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Get in there and start clicking around. So, all right. Question. Let me go back here. Good to see Wade there. Good to see you back. Gilly, Wade. We talked about that. What's the difference between stocks and futures contracts? I talked about that extensively yesterday. A futures contract is an agreement between a producer and a buyer for delivery of a commodity at a future date, whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year out, 2 years out. Be like, I use the example of a big grocery store chain that has meat. They sell meat there. They need to buy so many pork chops a year, so much, whatever, everything made out of a pig, right? So they'll get with a pork producer who is going to enter the legal contract, and they'll agree on a price for X amount of little piggies to be delivered to all the stores nationwide or locally, regionally, whatever, and they lock in their prices. And so that's a contracted agreement for a commodity at a future delivery date. Owning shares in a company, but trading shares, you're owning essentially, well, you are owning shares of the company. That means you own part of the company. It's a fixed equity thing that you can hold forever if you so choose to, right? And you get to participate in the back and forth negotiation of prices of what people want to pay, just like you do with the futures market. And that's how we make money. Also, in the futures market, really, the other big thing that it's used for is for those people that are entering into those agreements, the producer and the buyer. They will buy futures contracts to hedge against price increases or price reductions. So if the pork producer got in and he wants to protect his side, he'll get in and buy contracts as a hedge against the price dropping. So that's a very important investment strategy. If you're buying long, you can hedge short also just to protect it that way, or vice versa. That's a whole hedged investing is a different, what they call hedging your bet. That's where that comes from. You hedge your bet, you hedge your investments. You buy the opposite side of what you just did, whether it's long or short, calls or puts, right? Because you never know where the price is actually going to go at. So, anywho, that was that in 10 seconds. I did talk about it extensively yesterday, which you can go back and review that. Oh, right. You're welcome, Maya. Let's see what else we got here. Any other questions? Now we are in the last 40 minutes of the trading day of the trading week. A lot of volatility. I'm actually surprised that the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both climbed like they did. Usually it's very volatile. This is beautiful trade. Lots of money. That's easy money. This is this all you had to do was get in and just let it go. Very little skill involved, right? I mean there is. Don't get me wrong. I'm over exaggerating. Because you still have to make decisions how long you want to let it run. Do I need to get out? Do I stay in? Do I get out and get back in? Do I get out and stay out? Right? There's lots of things. Do I go long? Oh, this is breaking down. Do I need to go short now? Or are they starting to sell off? Could very well be. People taking their profit at the top for the weekend, maybe they're getting out now. Maybe I can play this on a short to the downside, right? Maybe I want to go short, all right? We'll play it to the downside. But see, there's levels. You still got to make the same decisions when it goes down as you did when it goes up. It had to break through all these levels coming up. I didn't wait for the break and hold for down here and see this is what happens when you don't break and hold, right? You have to give it time to do that. I've got my stop in up there to protect my upside. So that's kind of like hedging your bet, right? I got a protection at worst case scenario that it pulls back up above that 9 indicator. This is the 9 EMA. This is the 21 EMA. This is the 55 EMA. This is the yellow line's VWAP. This one that was red but is now green is the 200 MA, right? So now, if people want to start taking money and calling it a weekend, they might very well. So, do I want to sit here for a little bit? Yeah. Number one, I shouldn't have jumped in there like I did, right? I want to see a break and hold before I jump in, right? That's how you do that. You want to be a little patient. If you're not patient, you're going to end up losing money like I am right now, right? Down 100 and 200 bucks right now. Now, if it wants to break below that white line, I'll start making money again. But the thing is, I made a poor decision by jumping in like that. I didn't follow my own criteria. And that's how you get your face ripped off, breaking the rules. Coach has rules, right? If you don't follow coach's rules, you're going to lose money. There's $390. There's 360. Now I'm back to 90 because I didn't wait for the break and hold. Will it break and hold it? I don't know. I needed to wait to see if it was though before I jumped into the trade. Right now I'm sitting here on hopium. Boy, I hope that goes down, right? At least down here to the 200, at least down to the next level, right? More likely, if this does break through, it'll pause right here at my next line because there's not only is there a level that I have drawn on my chart, I also have that 55 EMA sitting down there. Now, it's not as strong as some of the others, but it's not to be ignored. Let's put it that way, right? So I can sit here and be patient a little bit. I'm looking at my levels here. There's some orders down here, 701-ish, which is still above this line here, and it's about where it's at now. So this isn't looking all that great for moving up or down. They're fighting over the prices right now. This might sit here for a few seconds, few minutes, whatever. What's going on here with this price ladder thing? This center's right here. Make sure I almost hit the wrong button. So they're fighting over the price. You can see this price ladder moving up and down here. See how they're fighting? It's going red to green, red to green, red to green. They're fighting over it. But I got to break through this line before I make a dollar. And I should not enter because now I put my account at risk. Now I'm up 400 bucks, right? That quick. And now I can pull back and I'm only up 180, right? So it's going to gyrate. It's trying to break through this level where it was at previously, and it's held it to that level multiple times. See how these all bounced off? So that's a very strong level. It has to break through that. And as a trader, I know better because Coach even teaches wait for the break and hold because this could go right back the other way. This just might have been a temporary, like what they call a bull trap, right? Thinking that it's or a bear trap, that it's going down. This is maybe a head fake, right? But you know, I'll wait a little bit. The only reason I'm waiting as long as I have is because it is Friday. It's the end of the day. Maybe people want to get out of these contracts. But irregardless, this was a poor decision to jump in there because I broke my own criteria, not waiting on the break and hold at that new level. Can I rip the Band-Aid off now? Yeah, I'm going to wait here. I do have a stop, but if I let it go that far, that's a lot of money to lose, right? Now, I should point out, I don't think I did today, but if you've ever followed me, you know I don't trade with my real account while I'm in training mode. Okay. So when I'm in training mode, I use a simulated account, a paper trading account, so that I can come in here and purposely get in and out of trades anytime I want without risking my real money, because while I'm talking, I'm not really paying attention to everything. In other words, my attention is divided. I'm looking at your questions. I'm looking over here. I'm watching the feed of the software that runs this live feed, right? See how much they got? I'm about ready to get stopped out. Look how close I'm coming. Is this going to pull back on me, come back down? And well, it ain't looking too good for me, is it? It's going to be a poor decision that I paid for. Now, would I have let that go up that far? No. I would have got out of this already in real life. But see, that stopped me out. That prevented me from losing more money. That is why you got to stick to the training criteria. And the thing that's important at new levels, at new indicators, is wait on a break and hold if you're not already in the trade. If you're going to enter in late, not in the ideal entry point, then you need to wait. And that's what happens when you don't. That's a great example of what happens. Coach has 8 simple rules for trading. They're not designed, actually, his rules are not designed for you to make money. What? You don't have 8 rules to tell me how to make money? Nope. He has training and education for you to make money. His 8 rules are very simple. They're very easy to understand. Now, again, if you've never heard lingo before, I'd seen somebody made a comment earlier, that looks complicated, but it's really not. It's like looking at the matrix code. Once you understand what you're seeing, then the matrix code becomes clear, right? It becomes easy to understand. The coach has 8 rules that are pretty simple to keep you from losing money. Well, how about giving me rules to make money? Well, that's what the education and training's for. The rules that he has in place to prevent you from keeping your account is more important, because you can't trade tomorrow what you lose today, right? You go wrecking your account, right? We do have our VIP Gold add-on discounts are on sale. If you go to our American Dream Trading website, you'll see that the price should already be adjusted for that sale price. If they're still in effect, I see you're asking that question there, Shaston. Let me go look at the Discord to see, make sure they're still there. Gilly, you're there too. You published it. It was still in effect. The gold add-on lifetime, which you got to have the VIP gold lifetime. Yeah, you go over to our AmericanDreamTrading.com, click on pricing. You'll see all the different membership levels there. The VIP lifetime is on a discount, and the gold add-on, which you have to have the VIP to start with, is also on a discount right now. And then the diamond one, the $10,000 one, which is all inclusive, yes, ends also. There is, I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole question right in front of my eyes. Is there a promo code for futures? No, there's not. We had one, matter of fact, for the whole month of February. It's gone. You missed out. It's $250 a month, $2,500 a year, or there's different, if you're paying 6 months or quarterly, of course, that's different. But yes, there's no promo. Sorry, Gilly, I seen your response. I didn't read the whole question. I read it, but I didn't read it. But regardless, you can get your for $250 a month. Will get you in here, unless you want to pay for the year. So, and see, because I look what happened. Just when you thought that, what did I say? That was a bear trap, right? It pulled back on me a little bit and suckered me into going in there. And I look at it; it's going up higher than it was at that point. So anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about Coach's rules. Let me play Coach's rules for you. Does anybody want to know what Coach's rules are? Who in our paid membership wants to open their mic? Ask me what's Coach's rules? Somebody asked me. What's Coach's rules? Somebody asked me. Come on.
What are Coach's rules, Mark?
Some of the rules. Okay, perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right, some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this. Am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money. It's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time and I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour, high volume, hedge fund managers making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go in too large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes. Is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? Like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah, because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money. And it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right? And again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce, this is the golden nuggets, not the coach, just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader. And you just keep getting out a million times. It's because it's been going in the same direction all damn day. Right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
And there you go. There's Coach's rules. Very simple to follow. But yet, You'll find that when you are using those and you're losing money, if you're losing money, it's because you broke one of those rules. Guaranteed almost all the time. Yes, there's like this here, you see on my screen this giant sell off. Well, that's what your stops are for, right? If you're losing all this money right now, it's because you didn't have a stop in place. Your stop limits your downside. You never have control over these big sell-offs. Now, it is the end of the day. You should know better, right? That's why Coach says don't trade in that last power hour, last hour of the day, right? Especially last 10 to 15 minutes of the day. So, because you have this kind of chaos, right? Hey, that's a lot of money if you took a short position, don't get me wrong, but most experience you can see did the same thing in the ES. The ES and the NASDAQ are pretty much doing exactly the same thing. Free ride. I need to print out the rules and put it on my wall. Yes, you do. It's um, sometimes, especially if you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, you keep breaking the same coach's rules. Yeah, sometimes having a little 3x5 card or wrote on a whiteboard where you can see it is very valuable. I have, I used to, well, over time, I've had all kinds of notes taped to my monitors about entry and just you name it, right? And I still have a couple little ones on here. That's very effective because you do see it, even if you're not maybe saying it in your brain sees it when you look at it, right? Puts an imprint in there. Yep, very valuable. Again, they're there to help protect your account. What you lose today, you can't trade tomorrow. Shashi, did you see my comment on there about the 50% off? Yes, that is on the diamond level one. Gilly, thank you for over there, one of our moderators, for helping out, answering questions over there today. Appreciate it. Gilly's a good guy. He's got a fantastic dog. I told my wife, I've shown my wife that dog. She shows up on the videos once in a while. And so if I ever had to get another dog, that'd be one of them. But we're on our last dog. We're not getting any more after this, so fortunately. Anyhow, he's such a good boy. We've watched him. We've known him since he was a pup, right? A little tiny thing. Now he's a little fat thing. So, right. And how do we know that? Because we share things like that. That's one of the great things about our community. I mean, you don't ever have to say a word if you don't want to, but we know these little things. We know what Gilly does on for basically a 9 to 5 job. We kind of know where he sort of not really lives, but we got an idea what part of the country he lives in. We know a lot about it. Matter of fact, we've met his father many times. We love talking to his dad. His dad's a great guy too. So we are. You hear that term. Oh, we're family here. Well, you go to work. We're family. No, you're not. Right? You're gonna come to visit me in the hospital and pay my hospital bills. No, you're not my family. Right? You coming over to cook dinner for me? Nah, you're not my family. But that's one of the biggest lies in the workplace. Oh, we're like family here. No, you're not. They'll fire you in a heartbeat. They'll lay you off in a heartbeat. Right? They don't care. Matter of fact, if you've ever been laid off from places that say, "Oh, we're a family here," uh, when's the last time any one of them contacted you? Right? Anybody that's recently retired, when's the last time anybody ever contacted you from where you worked? Probably not at all, right? Or if you ever got fired from a job, when did any of your supposed work friends ever contact you? Probably not at all, right? Yeah, they're not family. Now, here at American Dream Trading, we are really truly like a family. Yeah, I just cringe when I hear that. But no, we do. We have a great community. We actually do care about each other. We want to see everybody succeed. Will everybody succeed? No. Why? Because they'll continue day in and day out to break coach's rules, to ignore the advice of coach. I mean, we have members say, I have this problem. And coach will say, okay, here's probably what your problem is. And they'll say, yeah, you're exactly right, coach. And the coach will say, well, here's what you need to do. Don't do this, but do this, right? And they'll ignore it altogether, and they'll come back a month later. Well, coach, I'm losing money. Did you do this? Did you do that? No, I seen it. It's just like, go bang your head against the wall. It would have just as much effect if you're not going to listen to the sound of coach's voice. The man knows what he's talking about, right? I believe all his coaching, all his strategies, and he teaches stuff that I don't even do. I don't write covered calls or cash curve puts or you know dividend reinvestment strategies, long term holding. I don't do any of that personally. I don't. I did stocks. I do stock options, right? And I do futures, right? Yes, it is good till Sunday. Uh, that diamond. I don't do 80% of the things that coach teaches on. Do I understand them? Yeah, I understand them, right? Can I teach on them? Yeah, to a certain degree. I don't like teaching on. I mean, even though I have the, I don't know what you want to call it, intellectual, the head knowledge, right? I don't like teaching on things that I don't personally, you know, have done. Some of the things I have, and I understand it, and I can walk somebody through it to a certain degree, but I prefer to talk about things that I know about personally, right? Somebody asked me about futures. I can share my experience with futures, stock options. I can share that. Trading stocks, individual stocks, trading penny stocks, all those things. I can talk about that with some sort of authority because I've lived it for 2 years, right? Trading, you know, selling cash secured puts and covered calls and all that. I've I've never done it. I did a cover call before, but it was just one time deal. Um, I'd rather defer to other trading moderators, other members in our group. Well, first of all, coach, of course, right? If somebody asks that question, I just feel that, you want to go to this person that's knowledgeable, right? You don't want to go some tick toddler that just graduated from grade school teaching you how to do things, right? You want somebody with experience and that understands it and can explain it in a way that's you can understand it, right? That you can go to and ask that question. And then when you get into doing new things, you're probably run into questions because you don't know what you don't know, right? When you're starting new things. So as you gain in your knowledge, if you find something that you don't understand, that you have somebody that you can go back to, a mentor, a true mentor, and ask questions to. And that's what makes the American Dream Trading community great. People come for the education and training, but they really do stay for the community. We have people come in every day and trade and don't trade, and they come in just to hang out and listen, right? And learn, right? They don't talk. And we do share personal things, for those that are open that way. A lot of things about a lot of people. Some of the, we laugh with each other, we cry with each other when things aren't going good. I mean, I will warn you that if you are in American Dream Trading as a member, you need to have a box of Kleenex within arm's reach because you'll need them from time to time. So, I don't cry. I get a piece of dust in my eye. My eye waters. So I'm a boomer. I don't cry. Emotions are for the weak. Suck it up, Buttercup. But I do get occasionally I get a piece of dust in my eye or an eyelash or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but then my eye waters a little bit. So it's good to have that Kleenex on your desk every day anyway. So, you know, anyway. So we are good. I value the community, and that's nothing you can put a price on, really. The true value of having a membership is not just the education and training; it's the community that goes with it, right? So, and I know I can go into our Discord at any time and ask a question 24 hours a day. uh, um, yes, and I cry during sad movies. My wife sits next to me, doesn't shed a tear. I sit there, okay, because I get involved in the characters. Matter of fact, I get involved with the characters in our group. We got a bunch of characters in our group. Gilly's one of them. I'll tell you, that guy's a character. He make you laugh so hard you pee your pants. Um. Anyway, yeah, the community is the important thing, and till you experience it, it's hard to describe. It really is. So, and with our Discord, being a paid member, I can go into our Discord at any time. I know I'm a moderator. It's different, but I have and can and still do go in and I'll ask questions, right? Hey, what about this or that? And that's one of the benefits. We have somebody roaming the hall. Gilly, he cries when there's no sandwiches. Yeah. Um, there's always somebody roaming the hall 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in our Discord. And it's just a valuable tool to have. Um, So does people want to go in there and share recipes? Yeah, actually, we have what we call the fun house channel in there. And you want to go in there and just talk about goofy things, or put a picture of your dog up, or you know, something you did while you were on vacation, right? We try to keep our investment channel strictly that, right? Strictly business, for people to ask questions and directly rated. But we do have a fun channel, and there's some pretty hilarious things that get posted in there, memes and things, and we keep it clean. Obviously, we do control, because people can get carried away sometimes. But there's places even for that. People share pictures of their vacations and different things and stuff. So, yes, can with $125 a month premium, you will get the live training. Now, you will not get it from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., but you will get it starting at 8:45 a.m. to 4 p.m. They get you live access 5 days a week. That's the base. That's our entry one. So if you want to do the $125 a month one there, free ride over on TikTok Live, you can do that. You save even more money if you pay annually, but if you want to do the monthly, you can go over there and do that. Tell them you came from the future, by the way, so they know. It's Gilly's right. The Zoom call is where it's at. You have access. So in your case, with the premium one, yeah, it's a good starting point. Do what your budget allows. We don't want you going into debt and buying the most expensive plan. Now, if you ask me which one to get and your budget could afford it, the VIP Gold is the one to get. It gives you the most training, you know, 60 hours live a week plus Saturdays and all the other stuff that goes on. It opens the door to a lot more. But, for an entry, it's a great place to start. A lot of people do start there. You got to start somewhere, right? $125. I mean, that ain't, in the investment world, that's not much, right? That's one trade. You make that in one trade. Well, you see me, and how many trades did I just make there? With more than that, right? I acquired. But does that mean you can do that? No, it doesn't mean you can do that. Can you learn to do that? Yes, that you can do. If you're trainable, you can learn to do it. But yes, that will get you live starting at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time, clear through 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. That's a live Zoom call. You can open your mic and ask your questions. You can listen and take notes and all that. So that gets get you in the stock lounge and get you all the training videos and everything that's there, right? Does that open the door to everything that we have to offer? No, because membership has its privileges. But it's a great plan to start with, and a lot of people, that's the way they start. So have at it, right? I mean, if you find it don't work out for you after the first month, then you're just out $125, right? But I think once you get in there, it's time to step up. Obviously, you've been watching for a little while. You wouldn't just, oh, here's my money, right? You want to hear a little bit about what you're getting into. So that's a very good place to start. So if you head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and scroll down, you'll see the membership packages. There's one that probably says click here more. So you want it's the premium membership, that one, if that's what you want to do. It offers you different payment options and it explains all that in there. And then you'll get, and first thing you should do before you do that, do you have our free Discord yet? Free ride over there on TikTok. Have you signed up and participating in our free Discord? Wait for that person to answer. Oh, okay, good. So you've been in the free Discord. The reason I asked that is if you're going to get a membership, get the free Discord first. That way, if you run into any issues, you know, that you're right in within the Discord and you can ask questions or fill out a help desk ticket. Just get the cart before the horse kind of thing. So that's good. Good. I'm glad you've been over there. Do you find the free Discord gave you a lot of training materials and you were able to interact with other people? I don't know if you actually did that or not within the free Discord, right? So I'm glad you did that. Yeah. So that's a good place. And now if you're especially if you're gonna get a membership, you need the Discord because that's where we do all our communication and everything through. So congratulations. Yeah. When you get in there, say, hey, I'm from the future. They'll know what that means. You don't have to say Mark sent you, but you can if you like. Just say I'm from the future. They'll know what that means. And if you need any assistance once you get in there, holler. Give a holler. You can fill out a help desk ticket or type something in the stock lounge and say, hey, I need help. And somebody will assist you. You will be amazed how fast that you will get help. We have operators standing by now to take your call, right? Oh, we don't talk on the phone. By the way, speaking of that, I haven't mentioned this for a while. We will never, ever contact you. We don't send you DMs. Matter of fact, it's a bootable offense. You can get banned from American Dream Trading if you DM another member, even though you both are paid members. We do not allow DMing each other. And yes, we will know if you DM somebody with this system. Now, we're not reading your DMs, but there's a thing that alerts when DMs are being sent. That's all it does. It says a DM has been sent. Then that goes to the upper management in our American Dream Trading, and that's the main reason that's there is because scammers can come in and start DMing our members, right? So you got to squash that. Unfortunately, that's things you have to deal with in social media. But yes, we will never ever contact you through a DM. We'll never contact you through WhatsApp or Telegram or text message or phone call, right? The only way that we talk to each other within our Discord is within the public lounges. Like in your case, it would be the stock lounge. So if anybody in there offers to help you trade or anything, that's not us. We will never offer to trade your crypto, trade your account, nothing, right? Because scammers can get them, they can join for free, they can get in there. But if anybody offers you anything, that is not us. That is a scammer. You need to report it immediately. So we will not contact you that way. Now, you can go in there and ask questions all day long and have interactions with other people. But if you are DM'd or somebody offers to trade for you, that's not us. That's how you'll know it's a scammer, because we will never, not even Coach will contact you that way. Coach will never DM you. So anyhow, that's the main way that we interact with each other. The other way is through our membership, is through our live Zoom call. There you can speak with your voice on an open microphone, or you can type inside our Zoom chat room in there that's within the live Zoom call. So we do that. We want to try to do our best to protect our members from getting scammed. And again, a scammer, if there's a way to scam somebody, a scammer is going to find that way. And like I said, you don't even need the internet to scam people. You can go walk up and down a city street, knock on people's door, and feed them a sob story, and you're going to get money out of somebody somehow, right? You have to talk to 100 before you scam one person, but that's exactly how scammers work on percentages, right? So the more they talk to, the more they can scam out of stuff. So we want to protect you, so follow those rules. Never DM another member, and never accept a DM from another member. Never accept any offers from anybody saying they're going to help trade your account for you. So anyway, for your protection. Thank you for that. Yes, and we do have a new member onboarding session once a week. And that's published in there every week when those are. I highly suggest you attend that. They do a very good job helping acclimate you to everything American Dream Trading, how to navigate the Discord. A lot of people have never used a Discord before, so that's very helpful too, how to find things. Congratulations on that new membership. Eric over on YouTube. Yes, I did start out with $700 in my futures account. The reason that I mean, Webull only requires 500 to open a futures account, trading account. The reason I started with, man, look at these things taking off. I can't believe these things are going to the moon. What's going on here? Anyway, yeah, the reason that I did the 700 is because I was paper trading oil. And the one micro oil contract was $570. So if I had a real funded $500 account, I wouldn't be able to trade oil. So I wanted to trade oil, so that's why I put 700. And so because I was already practicing paper trading for a good 3 weeks before I even funded my account, and I was practicing on trading oil accounts. So my charts were good. I was very confident on my charting with it, and I was doing good, very well paper trading. So I wanted to continue doing that. So that's the only reason I put 700 in versus 5. Other people put in 5. That's just Webull's minimum requirement. You can put whatever you want in. That was the sole purpose of putting 700 in instead of 500. So, yeah, and then over time, because I did put in that work ahead of time, I was able to, yeah, that's what I have on my chart, NQ. That's why I was able to be successful in trading crude oil. That's all I traded for quite a while. I was only able to afford one contract, but after I kept making $5 here, $10 there, 15 here, occasional 20 or 30, but most of them were 10s, $12, right, for each trade. Eventually built up my account, and then I could buy 2 contracts, and then I did that for a while. Now I'm making, instead of making $10, now I'm making $20 in the same time period, right? And you build that up. Eventually, you can go to 3 contracts, 4 contracts, and I did 5 once I got up to about where I could trade 5 contracts at a time in my small account. Then, it really started to multiply. And then over time, I graduated. It's been upward and onward ever since. It's how you build accounts, one trade at a time, right? You don't need to come in here funding your account and throw $10,000 in an account. You don't need to do that. Start with a minimum. You start trading micros, one contract at a time, because if you can't make money on very small contracts, you will lose even more money trading the big ones. So you always start out small. I even tell our members in here that's been trading for a long time and have lots of money in their contracts not to be coming in here thinking, yeah, I'm just going to jump in here and start making money, right? They have the knowledge to do so, but I told them my advice is always start out trading one micro. Prove that you can do that. When you can do that consistently, then you start stepping up your game over time. Anyway, we're in the last few minutes. I thank everybody for being here. Thank you for those memberships. Thank you for the likes and follows. And my mouth is dry. Hang on one second. We are here every day, Monday through Friday. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time. I am live here with the Futures Education and Training program, which is the outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com from 2 to 4 p.m. each and every day. And we have our aftermarket show with Dawn, comes on at 5 p.m. Eastern Time over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. I thank you for everybody that shared this videos out and has subscribed today and has clicked like. Make sure you have those notification buttons lit up so that you don't miss any of our future broadcasts. And again, if you have to miss one, okay, life gets in the way. And yeah, I know, I see that, Ange. That you don't miss any of our broadcasts. And if you do, they're always available for review at the conclusion of the broadcast over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Go back and watch any past ones. Matter of fact, there's thousands of training videos that gives you for free access over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Make sure you check each and every one of them out. That's enough to keep you busy. Make sure that at the conclusion of this broadcast, you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and sign up for our free Discord. Again, the memberships that we have on discount right now go away this weekend. So they're great entry points, price points. If you can't take advantage of it, oh well, it is what it is, right? Someday you may be able to. So just understand come Monday morning, you're going to be paying back at the regular prices. So if you're even on board, hem hauling around, now's the time to get off of the boat and get on land and take over. I do thank you all for being here today. Appreciate it. Make sure you share this with other people. Tell everybody about it. If you have any questions, you can go into our free Discord and go into Stock Lounge and ask any questions you want. You can even fill out a help desk ticket as a free member in our Discord and ask questions also that way. But it's free. It always was free. It always will be free. And you can discuss stocks and trading and ask investment questions and stuff in there also. So take advantage of it. It is truly free. We're not going to be sending you a bunch of junk mail and calling you on the phone or all that. We don't bother you at all. The only thing you got to do is verify your account when you get in there. If you do not verify your account when you go grab our free Discord within 24 hours, it's automatically programmed to boot you because there's scammers and people come in there and just jump in, jump out. So to keep it, we don't say we have 100,000 followers when 80% of them are bots and people that jumped in and jumped out. We keep it cleaned up in there. And that's the reason for that 24-hour rule for verifying your account. If you check your email once you get in there, there's Mazda Mitch. Didn't even see you there, Mazda. Yeah, no problem. So take advantage of it. I thank you all for being here. Your weekends here, trading's off, closed for futures until, well, it's going on until 5, but it reopens on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It is open 23 hours a day, Monday through Sunday, starting Sunday night. So it's one of the beauty of trading futures is you have a lot longer time to trade, 23 hours a day. Make sure this weekend and everybody you come across, whether it's family or friends or enemies, that you leave a good impression on them, right? Make memories, make lasting positive memories with whoever you're with this weekend. Have a great time. Try to relax your brain, give your brain a rest from everything, all the thinking, and try to brighten up somebody else's day. Leave a lasting positive impression. I thank you for being here, and we will see you once again on Monday. See ya.